Hello and welcome to the 514th Reserves Step-by-Step Making Reservations tutorial. We're going to go through how to make reservations in the DTS authorization. So once your authorization has populated from arrows R, you will see it under your authorization page with Create It and Edit. You're going to select Edit, and then go into the authorization. It will normally go right to the review trip authorization page. You want to go to the reservations section. You want to make sure your TSA information is correct. Make sure you have a TSA number in there. And then you want to go ahead and make sure that you book your trip. So the easiest way is to just do review reservations. And that will take you into the reservation screen where you can do flights. And in this example, we're going to Robins Air Force Base in Georgia. So you're going to have a flight, you're going to have lodging, and you can also do car rental. If it does not show up here, you can always select Add to Trip, and you have the selections here as well. So with this one, we'll start with the flight. We're going to hit book. And in this case, we're going to go from Philadelphia, but we're going to change this to Atlanta. Okay. We're leaving on, in this example, the 13th. You can select morning, afternoon, evening, depending on what you want for your schedule. But at this point, we're just going to strictly search. It will show you the different flights available. And as long as you're picking something that's advantageous to the government, lowest possible flight, you want to pick what's convenient for you. So if it's, nonstop, that type of thing, in a time that's more convenient for you to get there, that works better. So you're going to select flight, and it will come up and it's going to show you what seats are available. Now you may select any of these seats that are in the green. Do not select the red ones, the exit rows, or any that's going to charge you an additional fee. That is not reimbursable. So strictly get the standard seat. If you get to the airport and you want to upgrade, that cost would be on you. You will not be reimbursed for it. So select a seat, hit confirm. It will come up, show you what you've selected, and book flight with your government travel card. Flight is booked. You may also go back in and cancel if you need to. Remember, you do have to get a flight back, so you want to make sure you do your flight home as well. So book. And once again, we're coming from, in this example, it's going to be Atlanta. And that's going to be on the 17th. Search. And same thing. We may want something a little later due to the fact that we have to get to the airport. So you want to select the 9:10 in this example. Same thing. Pick one of the seats. Green is good. You can be all the way up there as long as it's green. Confirm and book flight using your government travel card, and your flight is set. We're also going to book lodging. So now it's going to come up lodging, and once again, if it didn't come up, you would go to that tab that lists the different ones for you to pick from. So here it's telling us in this situation they don't have anything on base. If they have it on base, you need to book on base. If not, you do need a non-A and non-availability slip to get lodging off base. So make sure you are able to get that. You have view map. It will show you where these hotels are around the area. So you may want to make sure, depending on the location, it may be further or closer depending on that. So once again, as long as you're under your max rate, you will be okay. These are all okay because it would come up here with a little red square telling you that it's over the max rate if it happens to be. So if you happen to have points or something from one of these hotels, you can certainly pick that. You just once again have to be advantageous to the government. So let's go back to the map and see which one we would like. The 76 would be fine. The 86 is probably closest to the Robins Air Force Base that we want. So we would pick the 86, select. King bed, select. So these are just like if you went on to a travel, site for the hotels or for the airfare. It's the same thing. You can put in your frequent guest numbers, frequent flyer numbers. Just make sure you are using your government travel card and that you are booking through DTS. So this is showing you how much it is for all nights, and that is going to be your government travel card. Select book. So if you ordered state that you are authorized a car rental, you may then select the car rental, but make sure it's on your orders. It has to be annotated on your orders, anything that you are authorized. So add trip, add new rental car. We want to pick it up at the airport. And drop off back at the airport. Same thing, search. And you can confirm the times and such as well. Same thing if you have a specific car rental that you prefer. Some are on the base, not on the base, on the airport parking. Some you have to get like a shuttle to. So kind of make sure what you are interested in. So this will tell you the different features that these offer. It will also show you the cost details. Now, big reminder, a lot of people are making the mistake and they are selecting the fuel option. You cannot select that when you rent a vehicle. It is strictly the standard fees. The GARS, the $5 they charge you every day, that covers your insurance, that covers everything. Do not get anything additional for options. So pick which one you want, select car, and it should be the compact unless your orders specify something else. So this is telling me I did not select the lowest available rate. So I would need to provide justification. So, well, it doesn't really matter to me. This one's just as good. They're right. Let's go with the cheaper one. Save the government that money. So, tells me what I'm getting. This tells me it's on airport, which means it's right there. Perfect. And book the car. So now that I'm showing I have flights, and I have rental car, and I have lodging, I have to make sure that this authorization is signed and submitted and the approving official pushes it quickly. If not, I may get to the airport and not have a ticket. So just because it says booked here, until it is approved by an approving official, it has not gone through the system to actually be booked. So keep that in mind. You want to let your approving official know, send them an email that you did make reservations. So also something with these, the lodging, you can find out all the information on them, their address, their hotel website you can go to. So when you were searching it, you could check a couple of them, just make sure, that they have exactly what you needed. But that's a nice feature that's in DTS now. It tells you what the amenities are, so you know exactly what to expect when you get there. So now that you have all your reservations done, you can do continue. It will take you to the expense page. This is also coming up. You may see anytime you're new in DTS, it's going to show you what's new, options, anything's changed. So it's an added feature. So keep in mind, under expenses now, it's showing all your reservations. Every single one of them, this triangle is telling you it must have a receipt attached. So to do that, you're just going to hit details. Now, we're in the authorization now, so you're not going to be able to do that. But once you're in the voucher and you have your final receipts, you can add it then. But you want to make sure that you have all the information in here and that you know before you sign it as a voucher that you have uploaded all the receipts that it's going to need. So that is how you make the reservations in your DTS authorization. So you'll hit continue, and then you're going to go ahead, like we showed you in the other tutorial, and make sure that your lodging is correct. It's saying it's the 86. It's saying that you were off base. Make sure you have that non-A, and once again, that's going to be a substantiating document that you upload showing that you were allowed to lodge off base. If your orders state that you can lodge off base, that would be fine as well too. So hit continue. Same thing, make sure allowed and actual are the same. Continue. Make sure your government travel card expiration date is still good. If not, you need to update that. So in this case, by the time this trip goes in July, I should be getting a new card. So once again, it's going to show me everything that I booked, my flights, my lodging, and everything that I have in there. And you can hit continue and continue. Now, like we showed you in the other one, I would go ahead under expenses and substantiating documents and upload your orders and any mods to orders. But for this tutorial, we're showing you just how to make those reservations. So once you've done that, upload any and all documents that you have at this point. Fill it into the best guess to the highest amount for all your per diem, all your expenses. That means, like we showed you in the other authorization one, your mileage, tolls, anything like that. So before you sign an authorization, you want to make sure you have the highest cost to the best possible guess of how much this trip is going to cost, to make sure that you're requesting enough funds from the budget office. So once you do that, you would hit select, I agree to sign, and you would submit the completed document. Thank you, and check out our other tutorials, please.